Let's begin with a structural overview. Welcome to another lecture. Today we consider the trajectory of Dylan Robert Harper, whose arc from New Jersey high school gyms to the Western Conference Finals offers, as it were, an unusually clean case study in decision-making, development, and early professional impact.
I guess we can start by thinking about how someone becomes that visible that quickly. Hi everyone, I am Priyanka, and I am curious about the steps that link high school success to an NBA playoff record as a rookie.
To frame our discussion, Dylan Harper was born March 2006 in Englewood, New Jersey, raised in Franklin Lakes, and emerged at Don Bosco Preparatory High School in Ramsey. If we require an analogy, he is like a young concert violinist who perfects bow control in regional recitals before stepping onto the world stage. The underlying technique travels upward with him. It's important to understand several technical terms. A consensus five-star recruit indicates national top-tier evaluation by multiple services. An NBA draft lottery selection, and specifically second overall, denotes a franchise-level investment. The NBA All-Rookie First Team is an end-of-season cohort of the most impactful first-year players. AAU, the Amateur Athletic Union, provides high-exposure grassroots competition. New Jersey's NJSIAA Non-Public A is a premier high school division with strong competitive density. Western Conference Finals refers to the NBA's penultimate playoff series, and ESPN's recruiting ranking is a widely cited signal in the talent market.
Maybe the best place to begin is by asking the question, when we connect the dots from five-star recruit to all-rookie, are we basically describing a high-probability path? Or is this still exceptional in practice?
We observe that it is still exceptional. Even among elite recruits, the translation from projected potential to immediate professional contribution is non-trivial. Efficiency, role fit, and defensive adaptability are significant filters. Harper's case is noteworthy because the signals aligned early, then reproduced at higher tiers relatively quickly. Moving forward, relevance. Harper's decision to commit to Rutgers over Duke, Kansas, Indiana, and Auburn illustrates, if you will, the strategic value of fit, family continuity, and regional identity in a field often presumed to be dominated by blue blood gravitational pull. Historically, top prospects tracked to powerhouse programs. He selected a different optimization function, and the results validated the choice.
Moving on. It makes me wonder how much that single decision affects not just his path, but an entire program's narrative going forward.
Let's start with the history. At Don Bosco, Harper's sophomore year yielded 15.2 points per game. His junior year ascended to 24.9 points, 6.0 rebounds, 3.0 assists, 2.0 steals, earning NJ.com's Boys Basketball Player of the Year. As a senior in 2023-24, he averaged 22.4 points, 5.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and led a 29-3 team to the NJSIAA Non-Public A State Championship. In the same period, he played AAU with the New York Renaissance and attended USA Basketball's junior national team minicamp, further validating his standing.
Building on that, in 2023, he was ranked ESPN's #1 overall recruit before his senior season. And in December 2023, he committed to Rutgers, becoming the highest-rated recruit in school history.
Correct. Additionally, in 2023, he was named to the United States Under-19 team for the FIBA U19 World Cup, averaging 9.3 points and 4.6 rebounds as the team finished fourth. At Rutgers in 2024-25, he averaged 19.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, 4.0 assists, and 1.4 steals, earning third-team All-Big Ten and All-Freshman honors, which naturally positioned him for early draft entry.
And then he declared in March 2025 and was drafted second overall by the San Antonio Spurs. He signed in July 2025, and his debut in October 2025 featured 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in a win over Dallas.
As we continue, the rookie year matured quickly. In March 2026, he set a regular season career high with 24 points in a win over Indiana. Postseason, he was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team with averages of 11.8 points, 3.9 assists, 3.4 rebounds in 22.6 minutes, while shooting .505 from the field and .343 from three. The playoffs then offered the most probative data. In April 2026, he posted 27 points and 10 rebounds in a first-round Game 3 win over Portland. Alongside Stephon Castle's 33 points, they matched the rare youth benchmark previously associated with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, namely each scoring at least 25 points in the same playoff game at age 21 or younger. In May 2026, in Western Conference Finals Game 1 versus Oklahoma City, he recorded 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and a franchise playoff record 7 steals in a double overtime win. He became only the second rookie to register at least 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals in a playoff game, joining Magic Johnson.
And there was also a note about him possibly being the youngest player with at least 20 points and 10 rebounds in a conference finals game. But I think that needs precise cross-era verification, right?
Indeed, the record-keeping requires exact age on game day and a comprehensive data set across eras. So the claim may be correct under certain definitions, but we prudently mark it as unverified, pending exhaustive comparison. Speaking of background, the family context is unusually rich. His father, Ron Harper, won 5 NBA championships across a 15-year career. His mother, Maria Pizarro, a Filipina from Bataan, played Division I basketball at the University of New Orleans in 1993-1994, later coached DePaul Catholic girls varsity, and is an assistant with Don Bosco's boys team, having coached both Dylan and his brother Ron Harper Jr., who now plays for the Boston Celtics. The maternal grandfather represented the Philippines in basque pelota at the 1968 Olympics. It is worth noting that this is a multi-generational elite competition ecosystem, spanning multiple sports. Before we get to the complexities, a personal aside. I am, as my students know, fond of sports analytics. We can infer quite a lot from shot profiles, turnover creation, and context-adjusted efficiency. Harper's defensive event creation under playoff pressure, culminating in 7 steals in a conference finals opener, is the sort of signal that makes our spreadsheets hum contentedly.
To shift gears a bit. That brings us to the bigger questions, I think.
This logically leads us to 3 inquiries. First, the historical impact of choosing a non-blue blood program. Second, a counterfactual concerning a hypothetical Duke commitment. Third, an open question about whether his rookie year redefines expectations for immediate two-way playoff impact. Big question 1. Historically, what is the impact of his Rutgers choice? Empirically, in December 2023, he became the highest-rated commit in Rutgers history, converting family legacy into program momentum. The subsequent freshman season delivered 19.4 points per game and conference honors. In recruiting markets, such performance acts as a public proof of concept. The lesson is simple in theory, but rare in practice. Elite talent can elevate non-traditional brands when fit, opportunity, and narrative alignment are optimized.
Can we say that Rutgers' success here has changed perceptions of what is possible for similar programs?
Clearly within the bounds of one case, we observe a shift in priors. If the highest-rated recruit in school history yields immediate returns, the market updates. It does not dissolve the power of blue bloods. It demonstrates, however, that fit plus visibility can produce comparable developmental outcomes without the traditional badge. Big question 2. Counterfactual. What if he had chosen Duke? Theoretically, Duke's guard rotation would have re-optimized around his own ball creation and scoring gravity. Ball handling responsibilities and pick-and-roll frequency would redistribute. Secondary creators would shift into complementary spacing and close-out attacking roles. Exposure would remain high. However, the signature identity he held at Rutgers might dilute slightly within a deeper blue blood talent stack, and Rutgers would forego the reputational uplift we have just summarized.
What would be the implications for Duke's guard rotation in practical terms?
In simpler terms, possessions migrate to the highest leverage creator. Lineups would likely feature Harper as a primary or co-primary initiator, altering minute allocations and usage hierarchies. Spacing configurations would adapt to his slashing and mid-range threats, and defensive matchups would be reshuffled to protect his offensive energy expenditure. Team dynamics would change, sometimes elegantly, sometimes with friction. But given his profile, the net effect would probably be positive for wins, while attenuating Rutgers' subsequent momentum. Big question 3. Will Harper continue to redefine rookie expectations? The evidence is non-trivial. All rookie first-team selection. Robust efficiency at .505 field goal percentage and .343 from 3 in constrained minutes. Postseason translation culminating in the rare 20-10-5-5 playoff benchmark, historically shared with Magic Johnson. A franchise playoff record 7 steals in a conference finals Game 1, and a youthful tandem with Stephon Castle, echoing the Durant-Westbrook threshold for dual 25-plus scoring at age 21 or younger. These collectively suggest he can scale impact against elite competition.
Isn't it interesting how he compares to past rookies, but also different because so much of this came in the playoffs?
Indeed, context matters. Playoff possessions are fewer, more valuable, and less forgiving. So defensive playmaking, such as 7 steals in that setting, carries disproportionate meaning. At the same time, we require caution. Small samples can shimmer. To elaborate, comprehensive research should map rookie playoff lines across eras, adjust for pace, role, and opponent quality, and then estimate the true rarity of Harper's outputs. Preliminary signals are strong. Definitive claims demand the fuller data set.
From a different angle, the family piece feels important too. Maybe the daily coaching from his mother at Don Bosco, plus the professional blueprint from his father, compresses the learning curve when the lights get bright.
Arguably, yes. When instruction quality is embedded at home and at school, we often see, mathematically, a reduction in variance during transitions to new levels. Add a brother already navigating the NBA, and even a grandfather with Olympic experience in an entirely different sport. The cumulative effect is a stable, competitive equilibrium under stress. In conclusion, Dylan Harper exemplifies a transformative figure whose choices and performances scale from local to global arenas. We have considered the impact on non-traditional programs like Rutgers, the counterfactual of a Duke detour, and the open question of recalibrated rookie expectations, fortified by rare playoff outputs. For those interested in further inquiry, the role of family sports pedigrees in athlete development is a fruitful domain, spanning psychology, pedagogy, and performance analytics.
That was helpful to think through, actually. Thank you, Professor.
This concludes our lecture for today. Thanks for listening, and keep exploring the world of sports.